Okay, Dr. Phillip. So I know that Bill has a question for you.
Okay.
He had mentioned that his vitamin K came a little bit high. Which one of the vitamins would be like either the Super 7 or the Immune? Would that have anything to do with it?
No,
Or even the Celluv?
not really. Not really.
No?
Well, here's the thing. I've taken the CBD oil,
Right?
Celluv, the chewable, and the what is it, Ultimate or whatever.
Yeah.
And my numbers came in at 1.4 on the Coumadin, check.
Right. Right.
And that's like over a point lower than what it should have been or what it had been. And so I said, well, I'm taking these things. And she said, can you send them to me? So I sent them, and she said, one of them is very high in vitamin K. And she didn't say which one. But
Yeah,
she
so
said, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, it would be the multiple, but I can't think that it would be high in vitamin K. Hang on 1 second, okay, Bill? I'll be right back.
So guess who went on Medicare yesterday?
Who? You?
Me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, except for I went yesterday to fill my one prescription.
Uh-huh.
And they said, well, it's going to take us till tomorrow to get it done,
What?
which would be today. So I said, all right, I should be able to get by one day without it.
Mm-hmm.
Then while I was sleeping last night, I guess I got an email that said it's going to be till Monday. Well, Monday, there's no holidays, so there's probably no shipment of this stuff. So that's not going to happen.
Did you
So
do
then-
it through Walmart?
No, I did the Walmart app, but Walmart is not a preferred pharmacy for the supplement. I mean, yeah, the supplement with Medicare. And the
Oh,
guy
wow.
kind of told me that. So I had to go back to Walgreens. So then I get something this afternoon from Walgreens. Say,
Mhm.
would you like us to transfer it to another store? They gave me a choice. I said, yeah, transfer it here. It's not far from me. Guess what?
Hmm.
That one says, well, we have a insurance issue. We have to review it with your insurance. And so that's going to take till Tuesday too. I'm like, what the hell is going on? You guys
Oh,
are trying to
wow.
kill me. And the problem is the last time this happened, I was almost going to taking myself to the emergency room. That's how bad I felt.
Oh, wow.
I think I told you that. This was a few weeks ago. And I was having it because I didn't have it in my repertoire. And I'm in that same, unbelievable. But that's it.
Oh, wow.
So we'll see what happens.
True.
Yes,
Okay.
you have your. I'm sorry, doctor.
No worries. So I just found the label. So let me blow it up here. I see
Do
what
you
you're
have access?
Okay, so what she's looking at is the percentage of daily value. So that's why she thinks the vitamin K is high.
Okay.
But like I tell all my patients, you maintain something consistent, whether it's a
Right.
supplement or a vitamin or a food, and then you just you're coumadin based on that.
Right. And that's what we were discussing.
Okay.
So she's like, that's why she said she's not my normal nurse that takes care of me.
Okay.
So she said, I will have your normal nurse read it and get back to you so that she can adjust it the way it should be.
Sure.
So she had to go from 5 milligrams yesterday to 15 milligrams. So that's quite a jump for the one day to get me back up over the 2. If
So-
that makes
Yeah. What is your INR usually run?
like 2.5 to 2.8, sometimes 2.2, but it's usually in that right around 2.5.
Okay.
And they want it between 2 and 3.
Correct. Correct. Okay.
But it was at, like I said, it was at 1.4. And
Okay. Yeah. So it's just a matter of adjusting, and
Right.
then as long as you keep it the same as far as what you're consuming on the supplement side, then it should be no issue going forward.
right.
Okay. Very cool.
So yeah,
Um,
I just wanted to check and see if somebody knew which one it was that was high, because
Yeah.
you know when she told me, she didn't tell me which one was high, and I'm like, it'd be nice if I knew which one was high, so I knew, you know, what to tell Debbie when I talked to her. You know.
Yeah. So there's 3 forms of vitamin K. And the reason why there are 3 forms of vitamin K is it helps out with building bone and maintaining bone density. So
Okay.
that's why there's the 3 forms of K. So again, once you get your coumadin adjusted, then your INR will stabilize, and then your coumadin dose will stabilize also.
Okay.
Very cool.
So yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this, as I was telling Joby, this past 2 weeks, because I don't know if I told you, thank you for the information on Walmart.
Yeah.
I used Walmart. I got 4 prescriptions for $73.
Wow. Good deal.
Yeah. I got another prescription for 3.5 weeks. That was like $500, $464, something like that. And then the third prescription, I got a week's supply, or second prescription, I got a week's supply of it for like $187. And the other one was Farxiga, those 2, and I got a feeling. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to see something here.
Yeah, because you're kind of breaking up, Bill.
Oh, all right. Are you there?
Yep.
Okay. So the Entresto, I was telling her, Joby, that they told me I transfer your prescription from one Walgreens to another because Walmart is not a preferred carrier for the Medicare supplement that I'm using.
Okay.
So I had to go back to Walgreens. And the Walgreens says, oh, we're out of it. So it's going to take you till after the 5th to get it filled. I said, you understand? I don't have any more of this prescription. And it's Entresto, which regulates heart failure patients.
Right. Right.
So bottom line, I transferred it, and they say, well, we got to discuss with your insurance company, da 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 da. Well, and they said, we don't know how long it'll be. Well, I just got something that said it's, you know, ready to pick up.
Good.
So I'm happy to hear that.
Good.
So
Good.
now I'm going to drive over there because I'm driving home now. So I'll drive over there and that'll take care of that.
So
So anyway,
when are you supposed to have a blood test again to check your INR?
well, I'm going to talk to her on Tuesday, but then it'll either be next week or the following Wednesday.
Okay. Good deal. And you were normally taking 5 milligrams, correct?
5 and 7.5.
Alternating? Did we lose you? I think we lost him. And you're muted, Jovi.
He dropped, sorry. He
Oh, okay.
dropped. I know
Okay.
he was driving, so I don't know if
Yeah.
that's the reason why.
Okay. Okay.
Right. As long as we just lost the connection and didn't lose them, that's all.
Right. Right. Yeah. How you doing,
No,
Jim?
he's not on here. Hold on. I'm admitting him right now.
Okay, good deal.
There he goes.
Okay. So Bill, we lost you. You were taking 5 milligrams and you were told to increase it to what?
Hello?
Yeah, there you are.
Okay.
Okay. So you were alternating 5 and 7.5, and you were told to change it to what?
15. And then today is, or yesterday, today is 7.5 and Sunday is 7.5. And then I'll talk to the girl on Tuesday, and that should be 7.5 normally, but we'll see what she says Tuesday.
Okay. Because the standard rule of thumb is if you want to change the INR by 0.5 to 1 unit, and for you, it's going to be the 1 unit, because if you're at 1.4, you want to get in the middle. So you want to get to 2.4. So if you want to do that, you usually increase the weekly dose by a daily dose. So it sounds like you're there. So in other words, if you're taking 5 milligrams and 7.5 milligrams a day, then you want to increase the weekly dose by 7.5 milligrams. So essentially, you would take on average an extra milligram a day.
Okay.
But since you don't have 1 milligram tablets hanging around, that's why she jumped you relatively high and then tapered off a little bit. So it looks like that should get you where you want to be. Did we lose you again?
No, I'm here.
Oh, good deal. Good deal. Yeah, so it looks like you should be on the right track by the time that you get tested again next week.
Okay, perfect.
Yep. And then again,
Perfect.
as long as you keep everything else the same, then you'll just kind of hum along at maybe a newer, slightly higher dose.
Right, which is fine.
Mhm.
That's fine as long as we get set to the point where I need to be,
Right, right.
you know, and,
Right. So if you end up having to take an extra milligram a day, so so instead of taking 5 and 7.5, you might end up doing like 7.5 during the week, and then 5 milligrams on Saturday and Sunday, something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is totally fine too.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Good deal.
I can live with that.
Good
You know,
deal.
like I said, the whole thing is just so that we get it regulated to where it needs to be.
Yep,
So
exactly.
I want to make sure.
Exactly. Very cool. Very cool.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah, very good thing.
And I'm on Medicare now officially.
Yeah, I heard that. Congratulations, I think.
Yeah. Whoa. Somebody almost hit a poor kid on a bicycle
Wow.
because they're in such a damn hurry to turn right on red. Look around before you turn.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's the Friday before a long weekend,
Exactly.
so people are trying to bail out.
And I
Yeah,
know,
they are.
and this is like 2 blocks from the high school, and I know they have a football game at the high school today. So the kids are racing to get back to the game, and this guy's trying to go the opposite direction. And thank God this kid swerved out of the way, otherwise he'd be laying on the ground right now.
Yeah,
And I would have to excuse myself to go help him because I've been hit. I don't want to see another person hit. So,
yeah.
anyways, it's a beautiful day here in Chicago.
It sure is.
Yeah, what's your temperature out there?
84.
Mhm.
Yeah, we got you beat. 101.
Ooh,
Oh, I
how
love
much
that.
humidity though?
No, that's, thank God, not much. You're right.
Yeah, see, that's the problem here. We got humidity, but it's not as bad as it's been. So that's a good thing. I got about an acre of land and I cut the lawn today. And a buddy of mine said, "You did it in the heat?" I said, "You know what, as long as
Yeah, it sounds like we lost him again. Hi, Bertha,
Yeah,
how
he
you
broke
doing?
off a little. Bertha?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
How you
How you
guys doing?
We're doing well. How are you doing?
Oh my God, Dr. I've been just so stressed out here in Chicago. I want to go back to Texas, but it's okay. I'm just here for my parents. We've been having a lot of like issues with my parents. My mom hasn't been feeling well. My dad hasn't either. So I've been taking them back and forth to the doctors, you know, because my other sister was taking them, but you know, like she said, you know, Bertha, I need a break. They can't give me, you know, off so many times at work. So you need to start taking them. And I go, that's fine. You know, as long as I'm here, I'm able to take them, you know,
Wow.
and then I'm working as well. So that's all that is just like so much work.
Wow.
You know, yeah, I guess my dad, his foot got swollen again.
Hmm.
But it got like very swollen where he couldn't really walk on it. And we took him to the doctor yesterday. I had to take him to doctor yesterday because everybody kept telling me to take him. So I did, and they did a blood work, and they said that the doctor diagnosed him with gout. I don't believe it's gout, Dr. Phillip, but I don't know.
Where's the swelling at?
It's in his ankle, his, let me see, his left
Okay,
ankle. But
okay.
it's not only just the ankle, it's even like his toes, his whole ankle, and it's like halfway where it was really swollen. I took a picture, so I'm gonna, if I want to send it to you
Okay,
so you can see it. And we just got his blood work today. So it said there it was that his uric acid was really high.
how high?
Can that be possible?
Yeah, how high?
Let me see. Hold on, oh, did I lose you guys? No.
No, we're still here.
Okay, let me check. My sister just sent it to me. Hold on. Okay, it is hold on. 8.8.
Ooh, yeah, that's high.
It is okay.
Yeah,
So
so for people with gout, we like to control them and keep the uric acid level less than 6.
okay,
Yeah, so he's really high.
he
And
is then.
yeah, and that kind of makes sense to have unilateral or one-sided foot swelling, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's typically making sure that he's well hydrated. He doesn't have any kidney problems, right?
He doesn't, as if, I mean, that we know of.
Okay.
But I remember I was telling you back then, Dr. Phillip, that he loves to drink.
Yeah, so alcohol is out.
Right, and his foot gets swollen when he drinks.
Let's go.
Right, okay, and
Sorry.
and I keep telling him that he needs to stop doing that.
Yeah.
And I know, I mean, we all told him already, Dad, you need to, at least think about it, think more about, care about more about your life, and then do other things besides doing that,
Yeah.
but he just, I don't know, he won't, he's just like, okay, I will, and he doesn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it that there's some underlying component of depression.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
okay. But now, how can I get it out, Dr. Phillip, to, for him to let us know? Because I sit there and sometimes talk to him and I'll tell him, Dad, I mean, is there something that, maybe you're going through, or maybe, you're worried about something, or, maybe we can help. I don't know, but you need to, communicate with us.
Mhm.
And you need to let us know, and then we're here if you do need that help.
Mhm.
But he won't. He's like, no, I'm fine, I'm okay. And I'm like, are you really? And then he'll be like, yeah, I'm fine. So I don't know what else to tell him or what else to say if everybody, all my sisters, all my siblings have told him the same.
Mhm. Yeah, so you can ask some leading questions and open questions like, are you happy? What makes you happy? What brings joy to your life? What do you have to live for? So questions like that, that'll kind of help you determine if there's a depression aspect to it. The other thing is there could be a little bit of an addiction component to it, especially if he's drinking on a regular basis. You can ask him, do you need to drink? And if he says yes, then that's kind of an addiction issue. If he says, no, I don't need to drink, then you can say, well, why are you drinking? So there's some open-ended questions you can ask him. Did they give him some medicine for the gout?
That's where we're gonna, my sister says she was gonna call the doctor, because I think the nurse did say they were gonna send some medication through CVS. So we're
Okay.
supposed to pick it up. So I don't know which medication yet until we go pick it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you got some of the CBDA cream, that would help out tremendously.
Hmm. So
And
Because
he
that's
when
can
I-
helped
apply it
my
on
mom
there?
out.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just one under. When I fractured my ankle, it resolved the swelling in 1 day.
Oh,
So that should help him, give him pain control and help out with the swelling too.
okay. Because I mean, I know I asked him, Dad, does that hurt? And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay, so then why are you limping? You know, why? I mean, can I? And then I'll try to touch it. And he's like, no, don't touch it. And I'm like, why don't you want me to touch it? So I know he's probably in pain. He
Oh,
just won't
definitely he's in
say.
pain. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay.
Unless, and I forgot, does he have diabetes?
Yes.
Okay, so he might have a peripheral neuropathy. So that may be blunting or kind of masking some of the pain. So yeah, but I should say most, all of my gout patients, unless they have neuropathy, have pretty intense pain to the point where they really can't walk on it, especially when it's the ankle.
Okay. That's what I figured, but he keeps telling us no. So I said, okay, well, you know, and then we'll try to push the water in on him. And we're like, here, Dad, here's the water, bottled water. And then he'll, you know, we'll tell him, okay, show us the bottled water. And
Mhm.
he just drinks very little. And we're like, Dad, you drink just this little bit in the whole day? And he's like, well, yeah, I don't like water. That's why. I mean, I don't like the way it tastes. I go, water's not supposed to taste like anything. You know? So we're
Well,
like, Dad, just take it.
unfortunately, Chicago water, at least my memory,
Uh-huh.
doesn't taste the greatest. So I kind of see where it's coming from.
Right. So I was just like, okay. And I go, oh my God, Dad, you're funny. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I try to make them laugh. And then, because again, I don't want all my sisters are like on him and everything. I don't want to be always on him myself either. So I try to make them laugh. I'm like, well, Dad, if you don't drink this whole bottle of water, guess what? I'm not going to get you a burger then. Because he loves burgers, Burger King. So, and then he's like, all right. And then he'll like literally with me, he'll like, okay, fine. I'll drink a little bit more. And I'm like, okay, because you're not going to get no burgers from me.
So if you have access to flavored stevia, you can put a couple drops of that in his water bottle, and that'll give it a little bit of a sweetness and also a flavor. And they have it in a variety of flavors.
Oh, okay. I'm going to have to
You can
try
get it
that.
at Whole Foods.
There you go.
You can
Oh,
get that one
Whole
at
Foods?
Whole Foods. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. And then with my mom, Dr. Phil, that's I'm like, oh my God, it's like everything's just like falling on me, but it's okay. We had to do a brain scan on her last Saturday because she's repeating herself a lot and she's forgetting.
Okay.
So we're waiting on that, on those results. But they did give her medication, which I'm not sure what's called. I got to tell my sister. And they said that it's just to, I guess, boost her memory.
Hmm.
And I'm like, okay, but does she have Alzheimer's? And then my sister's like, I don't know, Bertha, because when I looked it up, it was for that. So I don't know. I don't know if it's, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So it's just like, we're just waiting on the doctor just to see what they tell us. And then she did need hearing aids as well, because she couldn't hear us anymore. And we would like, we would talk to her and she like completely ignored us.
Mhm.
And then, or if we were like speak loud, she's like, why are you yelling at me? And we're like, we're not yelling at you. We're talking to you, but you're not responding us.
Because we don't like listening.
What's that? What's that, Jim?
I said, because we don't like listening.
I know. Well, yeah, that is so
I'm
true,
guilty
Jim.
of it myself.
Yeah. So, and then she'll, like she'll get her feelings hurt. She's like, you guys were yelling at me and this. I'm like, Mom, we weren't yelling at you. We're talking to you, but you like completely ignore us. So like, we'll be sitting at the table and like, she's not there.
Mhm.
Like her mind is somewhere else. And then I'll tell her, I go, Mom, did you listen to what I just said? And she's like, oh, no, wait, what did you say? Were you talking to me? And I'm like, yes. So, I mean, I'm dealing with this with both of my parents right now. And, my sister's like, Bertha, you need to help me, and I said, that's fine. I'll do everything now that I'm here. I might as well do it now,
Okay.
because I know my sister has done a lot. So I'm like, that's fine. I know she needs a break as well.
Okay.
So, but
So-
it's like, to me, it's like, oh, now I see what she's saying.
Mhm.
It's overwhelming. It's a lot.
So it'll be interesting to see what the MRI results are.
Yes. And that's what I'm waiting for, because I want to see what they're going to, what the results are going to be,
Mhm. Okay.
So I don't know. So this is why I haven't called you, Joey, because I've just been so busy and just doing that with my parents and taking them here and there. I don't want my mom to drive, because the doctor did tell us, I don't want your mom driving right now. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, really? And she's like, yeah, because what if she does drive and she goes somewhere, she gets lost.
Right.
So
And
just be careful, because my father had Alzheimer's. So just keep
Oh.
that in mind.
Okay.
Ask the doctor,
Mm-hmm.
see if it's dementia or Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
So that's the main, you have to ask those questions.
Yes.
That's the main thing.
Okay.
And if it's any of those, yeah, it's a little bit hard
Yes.
because they'll ask me questions over and over.
Yes.
You have to have a lot of patience.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to have a lot of patience. If you don't have it, like, you have to think of it that, what's the word I'm looking for, Dr. Phil? You have to look at it more like they're a child, basically.
Yeah, that's what I
You're
was just going
going
to say.
to
Yeah.
have to be very patient with them talking to you, because my mom would get irritated. So it's I wouldn't, like, that's the one thing that I would recommend, because it's hard.
Yeah.
I read on it and it's sad. I really so
Yeah. Well,
I
that's what
have you in my prayers, girl.
Well, yeah, that's what I did see when I got back from Texas. I did know, that's the first thing I noticed about my mom, that she was just repeating herself. And I'm like, Mom. And then when
And
she
that's the
saw me,
beginning stages. Like,
yeah,
yeah, so those are like the beginning stages. Just be aware of it and start asking her questions. Try to track more of her memory. Because it's type 3 diabetes. So, because that's what Dr. Phillip and Christopher always mentioned, right, Dr. Phillip? That's like type 3
Yeah.
diabetes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if you could get an accurate diagnosis, and then based on the accurate diagnosis, you would ask them what the treatment plan is, and make sure that there is some type of memory support system in place. And that'll help give you a little bit of kind of community healthcare support.
Okay. Okay. And I know one of our friends that, I guess their mother went through that, and he told us to put an app on her tablet. It's, I guess, like a memory game. And then we have to give her, and also they're like, give her 5 colors, Bertha, before you leave in the morning, like to work or whoever, give her 5 colors. And then by the end of the day, you have to tell her, okay, mom, you got to remember these colors we're going to give you. Then we come in the afternoon, we'll tell her, mom, what are the colors that we told you to remember? And then she'll tell us, but then she's like, green. And I'm like, well, where'd you get the green from? I didn't say green, so she's like, yeah, you guys said green. I'm like, no, but okay, we'll just keep it as that, but I'm like, we didn't give you that color, mom.
Yeah, there's a variety of resources that are available to you once you have the right diagnosis.
Okay. Okay, then I guess I'll just have to wait till the doctor give us a call and then if I go or my sister, because my sister's right now she's the power of attorney, but like she said, Bertha, you need to help me out. I'm like, okay. She's like, because it's a lot for her too.
Okay.
So once I find out, then yeah, I can let you guys, let you know, Dr. Phillip, and see what you probably can let me know what I have to do,
Sure.
But with my
Dr.
dad,
Phil.
yeah.
Dr. Phil, this is Warnell. I'd like to ask you a question about diabetes.
Yes, sir.
I feel like I got a pad under my feet. On the foot when I be walking, I stand up.
Mhm.
I'm a diabetic. I've been taking glipizide and metformin. But can I stop from feeling like the pads under my feet?
So it sounds like you might have the beginnings or you're experiencing some form of neuropathy. So there are things you can do, but usually it's trying to lower your insulin resistance. And one of the side effects of lowering your insulin resistance is getting your A1C down. So it all comes back to something that we can easily measure, which is the A1C. And that all comes through the program that Jovi talks about with the foods that you eat, exercise, and then using the supplement program to help out the immune system, specifically through the endocannabinoid system. So I guess the short answer would be yes, there is something you can do.
Yeah, because it bothers me when I stand up. But if I rub my feet, I can't feel it.
Yeah, so that's the neuropathy, because the sensory nerves, like when you rub or touch, those are the ones that usually end up going first.
Okay, so the CTFO have something that is good for that?
So the cream can be used in order to help out local inflammation around the nerves. And then also the CBDA oil can help out with lowering your insulin resistance and also helping to reduce inflammation in general through the body. And then glutathione helping to boost the body's natural ability to produce energy, help the liver to work better. That's in the CelluV product. And then the final thing is everyone needs just a baseline multivitamin, and then along with the Super 7 to help out with another way of boosting the immune system.
Okay, you're talking about the CBD. What one is it?
Super Gold 1500.
Super Gold 1500. Okay.
Do you have
How
that?
much would you recommend for him, Dr. Phillip?
So how much do you weigh, Warnell?
About 180.
Yeah, so you could easily start off with a quarter. And do you have the 1500?
No,
Which one do you have?
I got some CBD oil. It's like 750.
I don't think it's CTFOs.
Oh, wait a
I
minute.
think that was the older one, Dr. Phillip, no?
Was it? I'll have to go
Yeah,
back.
we had it. We had that one, I think.
What about the
I think.
super 1000,
Yeah,
the goal?
okay. So if you've got the 1000, then what you can do is a quarter dropper in the morning and a half a dropper at night.
That like under my tongue?
Yes. Yeah, drop underneath your tongue and hold it there for a minute. If you can do it 2 or 3 minutes, that would be even better.
Okay. See a drop in the morning and in the evening, and what, how many?
So in the morning, it's a quarter dropper. So you have the whole dropper, which is kind of like that little squeezy tube thing. So in the morning, it will be a quarter, and then at night, it will be half.
Okay. Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah, do that for about a week. And if you're not seeing a difference, then go to half and half.
Okay. All right, I'll try that.
Yeah, and then we can check back next week.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I think I got on a little late. Did you guys start at 6?
Are you in Chicago?
I'm in Chicago.
Yeah, we started 6 your time.
Yeah. Okay. I was late getting on.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any other questions?
Well, not right now for me.
Okay. How about you, Bertha? Any other questions?
No, at this time, no, Dr. Phillip. I'm gonna just do what you just told me, and then I'm gonna get all the results. As soon as I
Yeah.
get everything, then I can send them to you and then see,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah. that
So
sounds good.
Dr. Phillip, quick
Yes, ma'am.
question, because I know I have my mom with the CBD oil, and she's got the gout too,
Mhm.
like Bertha's dad,
Mhm.
and it did decrease plus the diabetes as well with the CBD oil. Would that be something that you would recommend for her dad?
Oh, absolutely. I just didn't think she had any oil around. I thought she had just the cream around.
Yeah, I have the cream. I know he has the cream because I did buy him the cream one, but I didn't try. I mean, I can get him the oil.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
And the
do it in the
bliss would
morning.
also be, sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Go
So should I do it in the morning and then give it to him in the afternoon as well, or evening?
Yeah, so you would give it twice a day. Because he's in an acute flare, you would probably give him a higher dose, like maybe a half a dropper and a half a dropper, if it's the 1500.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to try it and then see if he's willing to take it. I'll tell him this is just like the cream, but
Yeah.
it's in your mouth, just underneath your tongue and,
Right.
okay. Because I know the cream, he doesn't have a problem and he'll, apply it on there. So, okay, I'm going to try it then.
Good deal.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Phillip.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So if there's nothing else, I'll let you get started on your weekend early. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And then we'll catch up next Friday.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan?
Yeah, I'll tell you next Friday with the changes that you made with the shape and burn for me.
Cool. Very cool.
Okay.
That sounds good. That sounds real good.
And I know some other people were having problems to get back in or something like that.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, everyone. So we'll catch back up next weekend. Have a blessed Labor Day. Enjoy the time with your family. And we'll catch up next Friday.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Phillip.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Dr. Phillip.
You're welcome.
Likewise. Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.
You have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So do you have time?
Yes.
Good deal.
Hold on. Give me one second. I still have you unrecorded.
Yeah.